Hey, you right guys, Trishmunch's Joe here, and today we are watching and reacting to Alice in Borderland Season 1, Episode 1. I believe they're going to have a Season 2 of this as well. I'm pretty sure I saw that somewhere that Season 2 is coming of this show. But yeah, this show came out, I think, last year. We're very kind of late to it by almost a year. But of course, and don't worry, I'm not going to compare these two shows because I know people are worried about that. But of course, Squid Game has just kind of popped off over the last couple of weeks. And I think a lot of people have finished that show and are looking for something similar in that similar realm of kind of vibe to jump onto, and a lot of people have said if you enjoy Squid Game, give Alice in Borderland a chance. So I'm going to do that. I of course went through all of Squid Game in about 5 days or something like that, and I do miss it. I'm not gonna lie, it's a very very good show, and I'm going into Alice in Borderland. I'll be honest, not expecting this to be on the level of Squid Game because Squid Game was so good and so I think it was like a surprise as well. Whereas this, I'm going into it, knowing that people really enjoy it and stuff, but I'm not going to compare the two. I think like there might be some comparisons I do here and there in terms of plots and maybe characters and stuff like that, but I'm not going to go into it just comparing it to Squid Game the entire time. But there might be, in the same conversation from time to time, just because I've literally come from Squid Game onto this, and I'm only doing this because pretty much everyone said to give it a shot if I want to give more things in this genre a chance, which I do want to do. So yeah, we're going to do Alice in Borderland. Of course, Patreon are going to be maybe a couple of episodes ahead, and I'm going to aim to do one, maybe two of these a week for now. I'm not going to binge through it as quickly as I did with Squid Game, but yeah, I'm excited. I don't know much about it. I'm assuming I think the things I've heard about it is a bit more arcadey than Squid Game, and that it has like games in there as well, which was to be expected if people were saying, it's kind of like Squid Game. Yeah, and so this isn't a Korean show either, this is a Japanese show, so, completely different country, but I'm excited to jump into it. I'm excited to, give them a show a go as well, and yeah, I'm reading here, 2 weeks after the first season was released, Netflix renewed it for a second season, and this was released in December of 2020, so maybe we'll get season 2 by the end of this year if they're gonna, do the yearly thing, maybe, who knows. So Episode 1, guys. If you enjoy, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe. As like I said, I'll be trying to get one, maybe two of these out every single week. And of course, the Patreon will be linked down below as well. If you do want the early and the uncut reactions to Alice in Borderland, there should be either 1 or 2 episodes ahead. It won't be by too much, just again, because this is only 8 episodes long. It's not super long. So that'll be down below if you want to check that out. Thank you to everyone who jumped over onto the Patreon page from Squid Game. Like, a ton of you did, and I really, really do appreciate it. And I'm excited to start a new story, a new journey with Alice in Borderland. So yeah, let's do this. He's on a game. He isn't actually shooting anyone. He's on a game. He's on Call of Duty. And he is in an intense match. Jesus. Not Call of Duty. What the fuck that is. But yeah, it's one of those fake games. I love when shows and stuff make fake games. City Trigger. I mean, that could exist. I'm not going to lie, that genuinely could exist, but it's rip off like PS5 games. There's geometry. Yo, look! What the fuck? No, how are you killing yeah, I was going to say, how are you killing anyone doing that? What the fuck? Ooh. Ooh. I'm like, yeah, but bro, I got better hair than you. Because he does, so, I mean. Just throw out that line and he's lost. I've got better hair than you, it's done. Yo, these two just should get a room at this point, I mean. Jeez. Why? Why? What did he do? Because he's kissing the barmaid, I'm assuming? It's his. Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense. if it's his girlfriend, that makes more sense. But mate, he didn't just double message him. He like quadruple dropped him. Jesus. Yo, I think he's showing like he's a sick gamer. He can just do a Rubik's cube. Wow. I mean, that's like an extreme Rubik's cube while walking. Shibuya State isn't from Persona. Persona 5? I don't know. I mean, they've probably got a lot of Shibuya stations. I'm probably saying that wrong as well. But there is one in Persona, I'm pretty sure. The worst day? This is your worst day? You've been playing games all morning, and your brother said, get out the house. He's been smoking that cigarette for a long time. Jesus. And it's not even like gone down at all. Just a side thought. Is that like foreshadowing? Have they just foreshadowed already? If he's here on Swab and they just said that, I was like, oh mate. I can show you the world. And it's not that good of view. I mean, you can see a lot of people. I mean, it's a like, every time I see that, you know, they do the overhead shots and it's like, fast forward and everyone's walking along there. It's like, what the fuck? So many people, but, and at this point I'll be dizzy as fuck. Wow, I've been there for 5 minutes. Wow. Oh, we fit the cameraman in there as well. Open the damn door! Oh dear. Yo, we kicking off already? Is it though? Is it though? Yeah, this place was popping like 2 minutes ago, so I mean, you kind of know something's up at this point, surely. Jeez. Imagine. We've got the blowing papers in the wind. Classic. Me and my dad were watching Blade the other day, and the amount of just papers flying around everywhere is like, okay, yeah. You've done a good job there, well done. Right, I'm going to go with 3 things. 1, when they entered the toilet, it was kind of like Narnia and they went into a different world. 2, they're in a simulation. Nothing is real, like the Matrix. 3, everyone genuinely has just left. Everyone's legit just disappeared. There's another film I did that. Oh no, it's a show, one like The Leftovers or something. Like we're like 80% of the world population. No, like 30. I can't remember what percent, but percent of the world population just vanished like that. I think it's dead low. I think it's like 2%, but it was like 2% of the world population is a huge amount of people. Wait, they split up? How are you gonna find each? I mean, I guess you could like shout really loud and you'd hear the voices, but if your phones don't work, or maybe they picked a like place to meet back up at. Imagine. You know you'd just be straight in the shop, nicking a load of food. Yeah, I would do a crime. I would rob food from... I mean, I'd just take shit from Starbucks, that'd be cool. Then what would you do? Like, there's no electricity, so it's not like you just... I don't know, go to the cinema for free or something. You know, they're looking like they might have to start having sex with each other or something because they might get horny. Yeah, that's clearly what they're thinking. They gave each other looks for a second. They were like... There's got to be more than just these 3. Okay, no, he shut that down. He shut that down, never mind. Oh, okay. UFOs? I didn't watch the trailer for this. Like I said, I watched the trailer for Squid Game, so I knew what to expect. The game will commence, okay? So I'm just guessing. Everything will be guessing what will happen. So, right. Big red. There's always a big red door. You can't have a big red door there. Or red elevator, I think. And all these kinds of games are going to be like... Because obviously Squid Game is all about like kids games. But all I've heard of... The one thing I heard about this was that it was more arcadey. So, I don't know what to expect with that. Oh. Oh. So you can't. Oh, they could have warned me that. What if they just stepped back by accident or something? Well, it's like, oh, I'm just going to nip out for a cigarette or something and then gets a red shot off. Why would you risk that? Did you just see what happened to that? Oh, okay. He's not the smartest, is he? Jesus. She's just on with it. How does she know, though? So she clearly knows something. She's done this before. Right. I mean, it might be obvious, but I think you know which door to pick, surely. Live, die. Like, come on. It's like some trick question, though, isn't it? Yeah, well, part of it's like it's some trick. She's dead, she's dead, she's dead. She's like... Wow. Well, that's some bullshit. There's no logic to that. It's just a 50-50 chance. What? Oh, wow, Jesus. Ha! So there's no logic to this. You've just got to guess what room to go in and hope for the best. I mean, you could... When was he going to hit you? What? Go on, hit me. Just put your hand in. Put your hand in. If your hand gets shot, you're going to survive. It'll be fine. Done. Nice. Nice. Just got him throwing up. Just shove her through. Just launch her through the door. Yes, King. He's pretty brave, so he might just get his head blown off. He's gonna wait till the last second. No, he won't. Oh, he's waiting pretty long though. Oh my god, don't open the door then. What are you, if you're gonna open... Yo, we tried to be Mr. Big Bollocks for like 10 seconds. If he dies, I'll be pissed because he's the only good character at the moment. Hey. Yo, they are quite close. Fuck's sake. Maybe there's discrepancies on the posters. I don't know. He's useless. The blonde guy is the only good character. Who else is annoying? Alright, okay, well. He's been punched into a flashback. Yo, he's like a Jedi. He's like seeing things. Look at him. Please. You... I'm cutting close again. Yo. Stop. We got Mr. Brains. We got Mr. Brains, Mr. Brawn, and then two useless people. Let's go. That's pretty. Yeah, yeah, I'll give him that. I'll give him that. I'm cutting close again. Not as close. They got him pretty good that time. Yeah, watch him just die. Yo, they're buzzing. Oh, yeah, yeah. This one's just a guess then. Yo, is this they were just gonna do it as well, without him thinking first? Yo, it's like Sherlock. Thank God they have him here. I think they all would have died. They all would be gone. So it's a smaller room. Okay, right. Yo, he got his back singed. Singed. 10 seconds? What do they get? Surely they get something for that. It's not like they nearly died like 5 times in a row. I'd say it's all thanks to one person, and partly him. He did nothing. I guess he took the video, so... That was a 3 of clubs difficulty. Whatever that means, I'm assuming it goes up to like Queen and King difficulty. Maybe not. Like Ace or something. So I'm assuming that's like, Three of Clubs has got to be like easy mode. So this visa's like, it seems like a kind of time limit. So, okay, here's what I've got the gist of. They get a 3-day visa and they have to keep playing games to top it up to live. Based on that one moment is what I'm going to go with. So they're not playing for like money or anything like that, they're just playing to live. Which seems depressing, if that is the case. You have to keep playing. Yeah, okay, yeah, they're just playing for their lives then, literally. Is that people dying? What the fuck? So there are still like a lot of people, or not a lot, but there's still people around. Who's that? Who are you? Guess we'll find out in episode 2 whoever that might be. Could be a good character, could be bad, who knows, who knows. Alright, there we go guys, that is episode 1 of Alice in Borderland Season 1. Yeah, this was an okay episode, I'd say. I think it was an okay introduction into the show. I'd say my glaring kind of negative with it at the moment is I just don't care for any of the characters, like not one. I'd say the best was maybe the kind of, feels like the older brother of the group, like with the blonde hair. And the main guy kind of came around in like the last 10 minutes, you know, when he started to figure out the game a bit and he started to get a bit more into it. But I just think, 10 minutes in there is not enough for me to be like, yeah, I really like his character or anything like that. I don't even really like the guy with the blonde hair. I think he's maybe the best. So yeah, I'd say that's the main negative for me. But I think the concept is interesting that they have to keep playing games to, keep their like visa topped up, but their visa's just like their life instead of money and stuff. Which I think's an interesting idea. And then we're obviously going to meet new characters as time goes on. Obviously this guy at the end there kind of saying that there's no way out, that you just have to keep going and stuff, is interesting. It seems like there's more of a, I don't know if sci-fi element is the right word to it, but a bit more of a mystery in terms of like everyone is everyone's just disappeared. Is it Comarucho? I'm not sure. But everyone's just disappeared. And I know it's not just those three, but then they kind of came out of the bathroom stall and then by themselves. And you got these red beams literally being shot down from the sky, so something's going on there as well. So we might have more of a like sci-fi element. I'm not saying it is, but it might be that kind of element with it. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it. The bond between the three, I think is fine. I'm not like I love their bond or anything, but we are on like episode 1, so it's going to take a bit of time for that, of course. And I'm intrigued by it. I will continue with it. Again, it is only 8 episodes, so I'm going to do the whole season. But I don't think this was like a super strong first episode. Like this isn't, if I was watching this off camera, I don't think this would be an episode where it would have sold me enough to kind of jump into the rest of the season like straight away. I might have done like an episode here and there, but I think it was just kind of like a decent first episode. And again, that is mainly because just the characters, they didn't have enough about them. Like they kind of gave a little bit like, oh, the main character's mum's died, and he's very good at games, and that was really it. They give a little bit more in there for sure, but I just don't feel like they really built on the characters. And again, I'm not going to compare it to Squid Game throughout all the things, but just as like a reference, I think what Squid Game did a very good job of was building on all the characters extremely well before jumping heavily into the kind of game side of things. Like I think we had episode 1 there where they built on kind of the main character enough to make you care about him, and then episode 2 really built on the side characters a lot. By episode 3 you pretty much cared for everyone in the show, so it had a good flurry of that. So there's still time for this show to do that, but I just feel like I'm not connected to any of the characters yet. Not even the main character, which I thought maybe I would have been a bit more. But yeah, rating, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I think just a base 6. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like really good though. I think it was like fine. It was a fine first episode. I wasn't blown away by it or anything like that. But I'm intrigued enough to jump into the second episode, which I will be doing, of course. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of this episode down below in the comments. And of course, if you want the early and uncut reactions to Alice in Borderland, then a link to the Patreon page will be in the description, and one of the comments down below where there should be 1 or 2 episodes ahead, and they will of course be the uncut versions as well. And I'll see you next time for episode 2. Until then, take care. Peace.